Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here with the one and only. Let's see if I can get all the stats here. I believe he is one half of the current reigning and defending ISPW Tag Team Champions, a former WrestlePro Silver Champion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm still the WrestlePro Silver Champion.
Sorry,
Jesus Christ, man.
But you've held it multiple times?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But you're supposed to be a podcast journalist, right? Or are you going to be like all these other indie fans who think they're podcasters, can't even get their shit straight?
That's fair. I mean, there is a lot of wrestling, but and a former standalone wrestling heavyweight champion as well.
Yep. All right, just get to it, because we don't need to go through all my accolades, okay?
There's a lot. The Messiah of old school, of course, Mr. Shawn Donavan.
All right, just look. You're lucky I'm even giving you this time, okay?
All right.
Talking about a subject that's really personal, but you know what? I feel the need that only one side of the story has really been told. So that is why I'm giving you that time, out of respect for you, because I've known you, because I've known your girlfriend for a long time. I'm giving you that respect because you've shown me that respect in the past.
So you would say you respect me?
To a certain degree, yes. I respect your work ethic and what you put into your podcast. I respect that.
Fair enough. And I appreciate that, sir. But and you said it first, so let's just get right into it. I'm not hard-hitting Mr. Donovan, but we've seen what's played out on social media. We've seen what's kind of played out, well, last time at Pro Wrestling Magic, and you and Alex Reiman, the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion right now, current reigning and defending. Some words between you two, and you know, we know wrestling and we know feuds, but this is very personal. You're talking about each other's personal relationships. You're talking about.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I've never went to that level with Alex and gotten personal with him in terms of his family or anything that.
Fair enough. It was getting personal, I should say, not personal relationship. Pardon me. I misspoke. Talking about the venues, the Mecca. Of course, we have Rahway as well.
Right.
Where did this all begin? You guys have obviously known each other for a long time. Who crossed the line in your eyes, your side of the story? Who crossed the line first?
Okay, so it's not necessarily really when it comes to crossing the line, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it started out as little banter back and forth on social media, okay? Everybody banters on social media. Everyone takes little jabs here and there.
Sure.
Okay? I took a few little jabs at Pro Wrestling Magic, call it the Mecca, all that fun jazz, right? It started all in good fun, right? Yeah, I have my personal feelings, but at the end of the day, they're just my opinions, my feelings at the end of the day. Little jabs back and forth, okay? So then I started a little bit of a few fun jabs at Alex, and I'll say this to the nth degree. Alex Reiman, however the fuck you want to pronounce his name, he is a tremendous in-ring performer. I will never take that away from him. I've watched him evolve over the years, and I've watched him transform his body, which I think is, on a personal level, amazing, right? I critiqued him a little bit, but like a lot of these guys on the independents, they don't want critiques. They just want to be told how goddamn good they are. They just want to be praised, right? It's like a lot of this, and I'm surprised that Alex falls into this category because he's well evolved in the industry, but he's like a lot of these younger talents today where they just want to be told how good they are. They don't want to be critiqued on what they can do to be better, because let's face it, that's this generation in society today, okay? So yeah, I made a few jabs here and there. And then where it really came to a head was, Easter Sunday, right? I'm just sitting home with my family. I saw a picture. I'm like, you know what? This would be kind of fun as a rib to put up, right? Put up a little picture of like Steve as, you know, the Messiah of everybody and some of the Magic guys, right?
Oh, gosh, I forgot about that.
So,
oh, gosh.
Yeah, I put that up. And you know what? it wasn't even really Steve who even saw, or I'm sorry, not Steve. It wasn't even Alex who even saw it, right? It's all the little pro wrestling magic cronies, the guys that literally live here in Ridgefield Park because they know they can't really make it anywhere else because they don't want to put the work ethic in to make it everywhere else. They're the ones that got in Alex's ear and alerted him to the post and set him off. Okay. Meanwhile, some of those guys who have me blocked decided they wanted to comment on social media, but thinking I couldn't see what they wrote. Okay. And those are the same guys that will shit on me, but they won't tell you how much I've tried to help them in the past. Because you know me, Rob. Okay. I help everybody. I always make myself available to help people get further in their career or provide advice to them. But again, when you, God forbid, critique a building, that's where all the cronies come out. That's really what happened, okay? So yeah, it got under Alex's skin. And Alex is the one that decided to, if you want to put it in your words, cross that line.
It got personal. It got personal real quick. Before we go on with that,
Sure.
let me ask you this, because you have helped many, many people in this business. That goes without saying, and thank you for that. But just being impartial here, psychoanalyzing the situation, guys like GKM, guys up and comer, let's say guys like Crowbar, Lala, for example, I feel like, and you go into that category too, are the measuring sticks in this business. But guys like Crowbar, they kind of want to face these young lions and give them opportunities.
I do.
I've seen you help so much, but I've seen you take opportunities away from guys like GKM. You've blindsided them. You attacked them. Now what's going on with Alex? I just want.
So here's I'll give you that, right?
All right.
With GKM, it's called pro wrestling, right?
Okay.
It's a story, right?
Okay.
I don't really care for GKM, but at the end of the day, what I did for him inside that ring was I elevated him. Just by being in the ring with somebody like me, even though we traded some wins and we traded some losses, I elevated his game from a mental and a physical standpoint. Now, step out of the wrestling ring, you see this is where Alex got personal. Okay? This is where Alex went on social media and made a very disrespectful comment about my family, the people I love, the people that I work my ass off to put food on the table for. And he knew he was wrong. Why? Because very shortly after he made that post, he deleted it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So he knew he was in the wrong. What he didn't realize was he opened up what people want to call Pandora's box, okay? Pro wrestling is pro wrestling, okay? But let me ask you a question, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Somebody takes a personal jab at your family.
Yes, sir.
Your girlfriend, the people you love, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it a business anymore, or is it now personal?
It is, especially after this past, it's very personal.
Okay,
Very
so
personal,
yeah, so if somebody were to take a shot at the people you love, that you hold more in regard for in your heart than the pro wrestling industry, right? Wouldn't you want to walk up to that person and punch him in the face?
Fair enough. I mean, to be honest, yeah. I
Look,
I don't know if I could, but
my story, my career is an open book. I've said some stuff on your podcast of the struggles I've had in this industry, the things that I've gone through personally. I'm an open book. Take a million shots at me all you want. You're not going to faze me, okay? Now you start taking shots at people that don't have a voice to defend themselves, but they're the people that I love, the people that I would push them out of the way and jump in front of a moving car to save them. Yeah, those are the people that I love. Those are the people I go home to every single night because that's my real life. That's what matters more to me than the professional wrestling industry. So, yeah, he crossed the line. So I said, you know what? Now it's personal. Now you're going to get a receipt.
And that's what I meant when I was saying personal relationships. Exactly to your point. Obviously, I have a relationship with Alex. I'll be honest. I can't ever get a good read on Alex or where he's at mentally, physically, emotionally at all times. But now,
here's the deal. Okay, let's just put it plain and simple. Okay, Alex Reiman is trying to be a knockoff version of Cactus Jack. Okay, he's not really effing crazy. Okay. He's just Alex Reiman trying to portray this pro wrestling character that he's unhinged and all that. I've tried to do shit like that in the past. Okay?
Okay.
This is not pro wrestling anymore. Okay? This is legitimately personal. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, knowing where Alex will be, knowing that it's going to be 9 times out of 10 inside Ridgefield Park, okay? Do you think that with the way guys and the cronies and all the people who run management at Pro Wrestling Magic know how I feel about Alex and the building, you think that I'm going to be able to just walk in unannounced? No. So I have to devise a plan, right? It's no different than anybody devising a plan when they're going to put something together, right? You want to build a house, you got to have a plan, right? You got to have a floor plan, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so I developed a plan to make sure I found a way into the building, knowing that guys like Steve Off doesn't want to really invest in real security, let alone pay his talent a legitimate wage. That's what I did. I devised a plan, and when the time was right, I got right inside that ring, and I fucking nailed Alex as hard as I could. I'll give Alex a lot of credit. He threw some bombs right back at me, but at the end of the day, Alex was left laying on the ground.
All right, well, let me ask you this, Mr. Donovan. I think it's fair to ask, we saw, you perfectly explained why you attacked Alex Reiman.
Yeah, that was the receipt.
Fair enough. Again, I'm not a pro wrestler, but I understand where you're coming from. I'll ask you this one. Mm-hmm. Should we expect to see you guys tangle again? Is it over? You got your hands on him? Also, he is the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion. You're a former heavyweight champion yourself. Does the gold matter at all in this situation?
No. This goes beyond pro wrestling. Do you think I give a shit about the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight championship? No. And do I need to get back? No, I did what I needed to do. I got my receipt on Alex. And now it's over. It's done with. Yeah, I said something really scathing in the heat of the moment the night that I hit him, and I decided I wanted to air my grievance, and I said some things about, it's only the beginning and this and that. In reality, no, that was my adrenaline and my aggression getting the better of me. I want nothing to do with Pro Wrestling Magic. I want nothing to do with Alex Reiman at this point in time.
Fine.
It's done and over with. Now, if Alex wants a piece of me, that's a different story. I've known Alex for years. I'm not a hard guy to find. So you want to find me? Come find me, bro.
Fine. Fair enough. And I appreciate you sharing that and being honest, Mr. Donovan. I do want to be respectful of your time. I do have one more question for you. Sure. It's not about Alex. I appreciate you sharing all that.
No problem.
Big opportunity, big time show. We got to talk about War on the Shore coming up. It's going to be July, Point Pleasant on the beach. It's going to be epic. Well, we talked about taking on the up and comers. Have you squared off with Jordan Oliver before? How are you feeling about that one? He's on a hot streak.
First time ever. And Alex. Wow, my brain is still,
Yeah, fair enough.
Jordan is a tremendous individual. He has been on my bucket list to work with for a very long time. And clash of styles. The kid's tearing up all across the United States, internationally. I could not be happier for him. I saw the kid when he first started, and to watch his evolution is really inspiring. Not just for guys like me that are been doing this for a long time. It's inspiring for the younger generation, and I'm looking forward to having a really competitive contest with him at War on the Shore. And I think at the end of that, the real winner is going to be the fans. No matter who comes out on top in the match, fans are going to be the winners.
Absolutely. Mr. Donovan, I do want to thank you for a few minutes of your time.
Yep.
Thank you for being honest and opening up about everything.
No problem.
Continued success moving forward. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back, our sponsor, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank León, Oneil Andrews, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite podcast sponsors, Key Nation, featuring our very own BCP and BCP Plus contributor, Mr. Wayne Keener. Make sure to follow Key Nation on TikTok and Instagram for great puns, memes, dad jokes, and random ridiculous content. Thank you, Wayne, for sponsoring the BCP. Don't forget to check out one of our newest sponsors here on the BCP, Chop City Wrestling. Chop City Wrestling is where our pal Ryan Steniford takes chops from wrestlers and donates $20 to Connor's Cure for every chop he takes. Follow his adventures on his YouTube channel for all those chops and some great pro wrestling content, all for a good cause. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the BCP. Please welcome in our new podcast sponsor, From the Left Side. From the Left Side has all of your wrestling and sports news. Check out From the Left Side at facebook.com/From the Left Side with On Air E, and be sure to hit that follow button. Thank you, From the Left Side. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Conor McCallum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over 150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Please welcome back our returning sponsor for the year of 2024, Bree Combination Wrestling, celebrating their 7-year anniversary on Sunday, June 9th, 2024, at 106 Bergen Ave, Ridgefield Park, the Mecca, here in New Jersey. Doors 4 p.m., bell 5 p.m. Get your tickets now at anni7.eventbrite.com. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. Don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. please welcome in our new sponsor, Bell to Bell, live women's pro wrestling. Bell to Bell presents Liberty Bell, Saturday, July 20th at the world-famous Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Get your tickets now. Check out more great women's pro wrestling action at belltobell.com. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly, where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page.